Well, each year, the Rotary Club of Tuscaloosa, with the help of sponsors, charters a plane from Tuscaloosa to Washington, D.C. On board, veterans from World War II, the Korean War, and others. Their mission is to show these veterans the memorials built in their honor. Our Jack Royer tagged along with the trip on May 11th and brings us the story.
Loaded up on a dawn flight from Tuscaloosa to Washington are American war veterans, clad in blue hats, proudly displaying the war in which they fought. Many fought in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Many haven't met until now, traveling with their guardians to the nation's capital to see the war memorials dedicated to them. The goal of this trip, to show appreciation to these veterans, members of the greatest generations. Passers-by at the airport in Baltimore stopped to share their thanks, for some, an emotional moment. We spoke with Red Drake at the Iwo Jima Memorial, amidst his brothers that served in World War II.
I just have unmeasured respect for what they did. A lot of men didn't leave there. There was a lot killed, and it wasn't that big of an island.
At the World War II Memorial on the National Mall, veterans proudly posed for pictures in front of the Alabama Pillar, one of 50 for each state in the Union. A rainy day didn't dampen the spirits of these men. Some have tried to make the journey before, many seeing the monuments for the very first time on this trip.
We were going to come last year, but we backed out. I have no idea why, we just did. Okay? When you get to be 80 years old, you do pretty much what you want to. But this year, I said, we're going.
In pouring rain, veterans observed the changing of the guard at Arlington National Cemetery's Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, just feet away from white headstones marking the burial places of others who fought for our freedom. Enshrined on the walls here at the Vietnam War Memorial are the names of those killed in a still controversial military conflict of years ago. But for third and fourth generations of military veterans on today's honor flight, this day is about honoring them and so much more. Some veterans can't get around as easily as they used to, but they still made the trip with their families. On her 13th birthday, SYDENY McDonald made the trip with her 99-year-old great-grandfather who served in World War II.
Because a lot of my family members really wanted to go, and they told me that I could go, so it's just a great honor to do it. I can look up to them and know that they did something really amazing and that they were on this earth to serve for us.
Elected officials stopped by to thank the veterans as well. Alabama Congressman Robert ADERHOLT.
For them to see it for the first time is really rewarding. So I'm honored to have a chance to come out here for a few minutes to get out of the Capitol and have a chance to welcome some Alabamians here and thank them for their service.
Late in the day, several veterans ventured back out in the rain again to see the FDR Memorial, honoring President Roosevelt, under whom many served. That's where we met A.J. Rouse.
We didn't know whether it was going to rain or not, but we wanted to get on out here and see it. I wished our country would get more patriotic than what it is.
The patriotism was infectious for the late-night return to Tuscaloosa. Hundreds of people surrounded the plane to welcome these veterans home. A happy homecoming for the men and women who have served, after a day designed to honor them and to say thank you. Jack Royer, WVUA 23 News.